Okay. It is 6 o'clock on Monday, March 23rd, 2026. This is the Franklin Public Library Board of Trustees meeting. And I will call for attendance. Annie Oklubgia.
Present.
Lauren Rosso.
Here.
Mike Karlovitz.
Here.
Terrence Barris is not here yet and may be excused absent. Amanda Pound.
Here.
Alan Alexandrovich.
Here.
Christopher Dahl is not here yet. And then Alderperson Jason Craig.
Here.
Alrighty. We have, oh, hey there, Terry.
Jerry.
There's a seat here, or you can pull up and end one. Dennis is here this evening, so
Okay.
he is, that's just the point we got to on the agenda.
Okay.
Dennis is going to be talking to us about foundation business, I believe.
Well, more than that.
More than that. Wow.
I didn't meet you,
I'm
but
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Lauren Rosso.
Lauren, nice to meet you.
Do you remember Judy Williams Kalaki?
Yes.
She
Took her
over,
place?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, I did. Okay. What I'm here for really is to talk about possible fundraising for the redo, if you will, of the children's area. And I thought as long as I'm here, I'd just tell you a little bit about the foundation. Annie, I'm sure, Annie serves as our board rep. The foundation was set up in 1992. And I don't know if any of you know Penny Woodcock, but Penny got pro bono the documents drafted from Fulton Gardner, a person back in the day, so 1992. And I think I came on library board about 1998. And I was on the board for 18 years. I think Mike is going to break my record, but whatever.
I'm going to try not to, Dennis, so you can keep it.
So I was on a long time, and I was president of the library board when the library building was built. And I was Annie's job. I was also the foundation representative from the board.
Secretary on the board.
And
Lucky man.
I've been on the foundation board for 27 years, I think, something like that. So a long, long time. So I have experience in fundraising and know what it's like. And we did raise when we built the building quite a bit of money, and it's a lot of work. And this project that you're thinking about taking on is, it's the biggest thing that or if we do it, is the biggest thing we will have done in the last 25 years since we built this thing. So, it's a big project. But that doesn't mean it can't get done, okay? So I thought, Jennifer has told me about this for a couple of years. She was trying to, set something up for the 25th anniversary to celebrate it. And she has, through the foundation, she knows what's available, and she always tells me, I'm banking this for this, and this. And she goes for the big stuff. She doesn't go for the little stuff. So I don't think we've ever turned anything down that Annie has asked for, or any of the people from we get notes from the children's librarians and so forth. So I don't think we've ever voted, except for this January meeting. We said, no, we don't have enough information yet. We need to hear more.
Right.
And I said to Jennifer, I said, you shouldn't be coming to the foundation. We'll help raise the money, but the library board has got to put your stamp on this first before the foundation can get involved, because it's your library. It's not the foundation's library. So if you decide to do that, you need to, okay this. So that's why I'm here. We need to work hand in hand, on this project if we do this. And so, the foundation, has been around for a long time, and we basically, you're the alderman, what we were responsible for is things that the library, the city wouldn't necessarily fund. So we can help on the things and we've done
Lots of stuff.
lots of stuff.
Meeting room, table.
All the sound system in the Phaedra room.
Fireplace area tree. Yeah.
I mean, the fireplace, which the city didn't, I was at a meeting, one of the real joys of being on the building committee, I had to go to a city council meeting every 2 weeks for a year and get beat up. But I weathered the storm. At any rate, and they fought me. I had a donor that paid for the fireplace, and they said, I don't know if we want that. And I said, are you guys crazy? I mean, this is insane. So that's one of the things you come up against. But so we raised quite a bit of money, and we want to. One of my goals forever is to make sure that this foundation stays a library foundation forever. In the sense that we had an issue where an accountant that did our stuff, tax returns, checked the wrong box, and all of a sudden we were no longer a public 501c3, we were private in the middle of COVID. So can you imagine the calls to the IRS back and forth? It took me literally 9 months, and we never ever want to go through setting up the paperwork for another foundation. I mean, that's the reason it's just so I have a cash pile that I won't ever go below because the library foundation needs to endure forever. Okay, and having that cash pile, and it's not zillions, but the interest and dividends from this help us fund programs anyway. So it makes sense to do this. So it's preservation, help with the funding, and make sure the foundation endures forever. Jennifer knows what's available. She has, let me give you an example. When we bought the tables that are now in the Phaedra room, okay, I told her, I said, Jennifer, we've got enough money for about 3 or 4 things of $3,000 a piece this year. Let me know what you want. She says, oh, I want those tables. And they're going to be like $10,000, $12,000. I said, okay, fine. If that's what you want, that's what we'll do. So, she knows what we have. She knows what we have to work with, and Annie fills her in, and Annie comes and says, I want this or that, and we just vote it in. We've never turned anything down. So this is what she's really been working on in the last couple of years. So I know that's what she wants, and
I have to go lay down in the middle of Loomis Road to get money.
Settle down.
right. So but what has to happen is you people have to okay it, that it makes sense for the library as a good use of the space, and the project makes sense financially. The January meeting, Annie and I said that she had an organization called Demco who had actually did the children's desk redo. I don't know, when was that? Probably 10 years ago?
2015, I think.
11 years ago. But so this was a vendor that she wanted to use, and she said, well, they're looking for a big down payment. And we said, whoa, we don't have enough to go on here. And so we voted it down, and it was 6-0. That's the only thing we ever voted down that I remember any. Am I wrong? Okay, so we just wanted more information, and I'm waiting to hold we have our next meeting is I think May 7th or 9th, something like that. And I know you have a meeting, I think, on April 27th or something like that. So they would coincide if the stars are aligned, and you feel that's the way to go. That would be the timeline. And as far as the raising of the money, Jennifer and I talked about that. We'd probably have to close up by, the first couple of weeks of December to get this lined up. We get number one, we want it to coincide with pretty much year-end for tax reasons. People, if they're going to give money, it makes sense to do it. Have a date, a closing date around then. Okay, somewhere around year-end. We write a letter every year-end looking for money because people want to make their tax deduction. So it makes sense. And I had said at the January meeting, totally wrong, and I says, oh, the stock market's way up. Well, hell, this is a good time to do this. Well, Fast forward a couple of months, maybe not so much. So that's where we are. That she has now met with 2 vendors that I'm aware of, and
Working on a
we
third.
also looked to get a freebie from Annie suggested a person that does architectural work where maybe we could just bid it out for the stuff that we need. We could do our own architectural drawings and save a bunch of money, but the lady didn't have the time to do it. But it was a good suggestion, so we tried that as well. So in terms of money, my guess is, and she has no numbers that she's at least told me about, if I had to guess based on that, a lot of this is moving these shelves, as you found out when you did the carpeting. This is not easy. She's talking about lower shelves to accommodate the kids that they can see them, and taking those existing books in the fiction section and throw them on the non-fiction side. So basically everything on the north would, everything in the west would be on the east side of the library as far as the books. So the big question is, can we raise the dollars? I think if I had to pick a number, I'm guessing this is $200,000 to $300,000 is my guess. I think it's, by the time you add it all up, and that's a really a big guess. I mean, we have no idea, to be quite honest with you, but that's my guess as to what it's like. We won't know until we get the numbers, and we'll see what they are. So, can we raise the money? That's the big question. And the answer is, we don't know. We don't know. I can tell you this, the library foundation, as far as what we can do, because we've saved a bunch of money, that we could commit without jeopardizing where we are for the long term. We could commit $60,000 towards this, okay? So we have those funds that could go to this if the board approves that. I mean, that would have to be approved by our board. So that's a pretty good start on whatever this is. I will tell you this, that this would be a tougher ask, in my opinion, than a new building as far as getting people. Once it's up and running, it's tougher to find the money for the donors. Plus, it's not a new construction, it's a redo. Okay, and what people are interested in is naming rights. So we have to come up with, and Jennifer and I and Barbara Wiesner have gone around the library, and we've got a list of items that we can put their names on, because that's what they want in return. Okay, so but I think it can be done. It takes a couple of big gifts, and what we found is that the two of the 3 biggest gifts that we received, the biggest one was the Phaedro money. The 3rd biggest one was the Sievert room, okay? And both of those, Ted Phaedro was the mayor of Franklin, and Sievert was an alderman. So we're looking for $75,000. That's what we're looking for. Okay?
I am very shocked.
So, but he was a former alderman, so you can resign and then write the check.
We don't sanction
So-
Dennis.
He owned a trucking company, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super.
Who?
I think so.
He basically was a topsoil company. He was right in back of the quarry
Yep. On Drexel there.
On Drexel and 51st,
Yep.
pretty much. Yeah, the house is still there. It'd be the only house on the north side of the
north
road.
side, yeah.
Yeah. So it was Del Sievert Trucking. And
Yep.
it was his wife that really was behind it, but she actually gave separate money besides him,
Oh.
believe it or not.
Company
So
and
that-
okay.
it happens.
She still donates too.
Yeah.
She's
So interesting enough, the bulk of the money doesn't come from a Walmart or.
right.
It's very tough to get money out of these chains. Maybe there's somebody out there that has, but it's unusual that it comes from somebody that was associated with the city. But when you think about it, that's their legacy. That's what they want to be known for. So. It will take big donations, but you don't know until you try. That's pretty obvious. But if we can get a couple of really big ones, that would really help us. And who knows, maybe maybe there's somebody out there with some Amazon stock or, Google or whatever that's gone crazy that can donate and they've thought about this. So if you know someone that, that might be interested, or you have a connection to someone, some people want to talk to the library director. Some people want to talk to the foundation president, or you can talk to them yourself if you feel comfortable. But if you'd like to steer them to one of us, it's fine. We're willing to do that. If there's a business out there that might be of help, just point us in the right direction, because it's all contacts, and we will follow up. Jennifer's already put together a list of businesses. We'll certainly check those out, but it's more individuals, than it is businesses. That's what my experience has been. Although the second biggest donation came from Northwestern Mutual, and so, but there's nobody on the scale that Northwestern Mutual was that I'm aware of in Franklin currently. So. I want to tell you that I think we can do it. I would tell you this, that when I met with Mrs. Phaedra, and she was looking to make a legacy gift, I got word that she might have an interest, and I called her, and she originally wanted to have a water fountain maybe in front of City Hall, but I had talked to her about this would always be here and people would use this room, and what happened was she decided to write a check for $250,000. So if we could get, and that was when $250,000 was worth a lot more than it is today. So it can happen. And we have, the other thing that we want to keep in mind here is, I've talked to Jennifer about, because we don't know if we can raise this money or not, this has to go in levels. So she's asking for the price on individual items and she's ranking them, because if we don't raise all the money, we still want to be able to do what we can and possibly get donations later to finish the cosmetic stuff if we have to. But there's got to be a pecking order, and if we raise X, we can do this and this and this and this. It's got to be staged. So that's what we're up against, because we have no idea what we can raise.
Right.
So, any questions? I mean, I just want to make sure that we work together and do the best for this library like we've always done. And I admire you people. I know I was there in your shoes, so I thank you for all your volunteer work here. So, any questions?
No,
Okay.
well, hopefully the information from, some decision may be made before the next foundation meeting.
That's what, yeah.
That's what we're shooting for. And then in early summer, we're hoping to have another joint foundation board meeting.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
would be another good time to.
All right.
Thanks,
So
Dennis.
in other words, you're just telling me, just get the money, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for coming tonight.
All right, you're welcome.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks, Dennis.
All right, see
Have a
you
good
guys.
night.
Thank you.
All right. Before we move on, I'm passing the one card that we all need to sign around. And Jason brought subs tonight, so they're supposed to be cut, so if somebody wants to open those up and dig in right away. And then we'll continue on our agenda here. I don't know if we need to continue that discussion at this point, because we also do not have
Yeah, we have
any
to
more
wait for
information. So, and Jennifer has been hard, and Sarah and Brittany have been hard at work gathering information. So we'll just move on. Agenda item 3 is correspondence. There is none, and then no other public comments. So we'll go on to the approval of the February 23rd, 2026 minutes.
I was not present.
Oh, and
So you're abstaining.
No, well, he was,
No,
Right, but I'm
He was-
saying, I
he was
wasn't present.
absent on
Mark
the-
attended in here, but I was excused.
okay, true confession, I usually don't look at that at the top, but, so I missed it.
I got
looked
it.
at
I
it and
gotcha.
I didn't even
Too.
like, it didn't even register,
Yeah.
so.
I was like, oh, all of
So I
us
can
were
be
here.
here, not be here.
Yeah, right. Not that you're
That
not
was me.
missed or not noticed when you're not here. Yes, okay, so that correction. Any other, and yes, you were excused, I do remember that. Any other changes? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Okay. Jason and Amanda? Was that you, Amanda?
Yes, it was. I
Okay,
got it
all in
all.
favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed or abstain?
Abstain.
Okay, Mike will abstain, so. Jason,
And it continues.
Amanda.
Yeah, people are getting on my nerves.
Right, okay, and then we'll move on to agenda item 6, the finance report.
Okay, I'm looking for getting approval of the vouchers for Fund 15. That would be $13,918.79.
Oh, yeah, you have that one there.
I so moved.
I will second. Any questions about those? Anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah, Ingram was much larger than normal.
Yeah, I think we're catching up.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm watching that.
okay. All right,
But that's why we put the extra money.
right, right.
But fully intended, yeah.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed or abstain? Motion carries.
Fund 16, I'm looking for a motion to approve $2,353.06 of invoices.
I so moved. Second.
That was Annie and Amanda. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed or abstain? Motion carries.
Okay. Looking at my report, there wasn't much that really stood out, other than we haven't gotten the revenue posted to our financials yet from the city. I mean, they're not gonna transfer cash, it's journal entry, so I don't know what's holding it up. February report was 16.616% of the year. Our expenditures in Fund 15 were 14.61% of the budget, so we're running better than the portion of the year. Revenue for Fund 16 is,
Is there another packet copy or no?
what do you need?
That's not-
Fund 16, the revenue is coming in at 19.28% of the budget in Fund 16, and expenditures at 7.91%. Again, we're moving in the right direction there. Cash register report was perfect as expected. There is one thing that I could have put down on here, but I didn't. The water bill. We
Yes,
didn't-
I
we
was
didn't
gonna
get
ask about that. So if the water bill is on a quarterly basis.
one. Right.
Then there's like a missing, and maybe it's do you know where that one is?
No, it
for
should have been there in January.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's why I thought, well, it'll just show up in
Okay,
February.
and is that something they just put in over at the city? Is that how it, or, no, is that the one that comes to you? No.
I don't get
That's Me
water
Energies.
bills. It
Okay.
just, it just
It
shows up in there.
Okay,
Mhm.
gotcha.
I don't know if they like post it back to the previous, if it was
Okay.
quarter 4 of 2025,
Right.
it might have
But the-
posted back.
Mm,
No,
no, I think it's, well, anyways, I was just curious about that. That was something else that I noticed was missed
Because if they're gonna
or
do that, they should do
empty.
it each quarter for each bill. Yeah.
You've got a couple of line items, entries that are in yellow, like allocated insurance cost and interdepartmental allocated pay cost. Is it,
I don't print in color, so I don't see
Under
it.
October?
Oh,
You have to-
yeah, I
No,
didn't,
Take
I
that.
didn't clear out the highlights.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if that was for.
I think that was from our meeting with Danielle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
where they would have showed it there, but then it was like a double entry the following month, so
Right.
that
But it's
it
not
shouldn't have been,
Okay.
If you're gonna double it up one month, then it shouldn't be in the previous one? Is that the thing?
Yeah,
We highlighted it for Danielle to talk to her about it.
yep. We had a meeting to complain about all those things that are posted late.
How's that working? Since we don't have the revenue yet, probably not that good.
Sure, you had to go for the big one. So, I didn't really have anything else. The cash sheet was perfect as anticipated. The credit card statement,
That's this one here, yeah.
yeah, I saw it. No, I can't find it.
It's page 15. And you're front to back there.
Yeah. Oh, they put it way behind the real statements. 15 is cash register, and 16 is the credit card bill. Why do we have March on there? Because we're supposed to be going over February stuff.
Oh, because
Went all out.
that's, Carrie puts it there because, that's when the bill comes in.
The bill comes in before our meeting sometimes, and so we pay
Yeah.
kind of for March, even though, so.
Yeah, if that's our worst problem, really.
Does this go according to the billing cycle? It doesn't go according to the calendar day cycle?
Right.
Okay, so that's why we're seeing it even though March is not done.
Yeah.
So it's
Because this one was
technically,
gonna be paid in March. Okay, got it.
as long as we understand what this means, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay. All right.
So that kinda goes along with
Just
French
to
to
ask if anybody had any questions. Anybody see anything else that they wanted to ask about?
Cheetos and Doritos, apparently.
Please try that.
Okay, any other questions for Alan?
No, he did a fantastic job again.
Yes,
Yes,
as
thank
usual. Okay, just want to make sure.
And as far as getting money, how does anybody feel about the on-the-border children's room?
Good luck. And they're washing legal fees right now.
Yeah.
Actually, they did donate to the
think
library
they-
building. There's a donate somewhere there.
You're kidding. Okay,
I don't get about that stuff.
I was thinking that would be cute to have that,
With
yeah.
Max A staff, children's area.
Alrighty, then we're gonna move on to agenda item 7A. Discussion and action regarding an increase in the hourly pay range of the shelvers. Last month, the Personnel Committee came to you, came to the board regarding the library clerk, and I believe it was Annie that says, well, what about the shelvers? They're kind of in the same boat, so we
Right.
said we'd bring it back again.
I think it was
The-
you.
No, it wasn't Annie. Anyways, the Personnel Committee, discussed openly at this meeting that we were fine doing that without a whole nother meeting to recommend it to you guys, so.
50 cents, right?
Yeah,
I make a motion, we increase the hourly pay range of shelvers by 50 cents.
Well, actually, it ended up being 25 cents.
Oh, 25, pardon me.
Look at the memo, I kinda lay it all out. So a 2% increase ended up being like a 2% increase on top of what they got would be like 24 cents.
I make a motion, we increase the hourly pay range of the shelvers by 25 cents an hour.
Second.
It's
it,
24.
well, okay, would it
I'm
be,
saying
Jennifer, would it
By
be?
2%.
By 2% from the 10.
By 2%.
Okay,
Seconded.
okay,
Thank you.
Annie and Lauren, now, before I take a vote, if anybody's concerned with any of those numbers, we could have it start in 2027, or we can do it immediately. We're all still comfortable with the motion
Be
made that it,
enacted immediately.
okay, all in favor?
Wait, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
whoa,
More discussion.
okay,
Are we gonna do this every year?
when was the last time this was done?
2021.
So, Mike wasn't here last time for the discussion, I don't know if you listened or whatever, but the library clerks and the shelvers are lower than everybody else on the pay scale, so they get like the 2% city increase, but there is no progress to market to keep them,
Competitive.
thank you, competitive with other
So that's what this is.
So that's what this is. So,
Okay.
yes.
That's what I was
It's just
concerned
kind
about,
of
is
a
that do
bump.
they get the
They,
same
oh,
type
yeah,
of
they
stuff?
do, but they don't get anything else, and everybody else gets a progress to market increase. But because of their position, it's,
They're basically
I don't
lower.
want to offend
they're-
anybody by saying it's the lowest of the low,
They're
or, you know,
underneath
but
the-
it's
the
kind of like
lowest-
entry level.
Lowest paid.
Yeah, the lowest, yeah, and they're
paid.
off the
City.
progress to market city, like whatever, I don't know what program or what they call that, but
Yeah,
yeah. Anyways, so
it's the
So
pay
you-
range
the pay
tables.
range tables.
They don't
right.
even make it on our pay range
Right,
tables.
right. So, I'm not sure. So, okay, so the motion is still on the table. Is there any other discussion about that? Just for clarity then, is, you know, our janitorial staff is up in their city, I mean, they're in, because we
They're
wrote their,
included-
yeah.
They're not covered by
not.
the library board at all.
Right,
Like, They're
right.
city employees.
Right,
Like,
that's what I thought.
they're not
Okay.
library staff.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed or abstained? Motion carries. All right, Jennifer, do you want to talk about agenda item 7B, the statement of cooperative relationship?
Okay, so I thought this was kind of pertinent to look
Yeah.
at, since we're gonna be working with the foundation on fundraising, just to look over the statement of I can't talk tonight, cooperative relationship. And the only thing I really saw that needed to be changed was we only allow 3 months in advance, so I just changed that. But
Okay.
other than that, unless anybody sees anything that needs to be changed or wording that needs to be changed,
I already forgot the word that we use. I move that we reapprove, what is the word, Annie? Reaffirm the statement of cooperative relationship.
well, it's actually gonna be revised because it's.
Oh, they're okay.
Yeah, because we're changing that word from four
That
to
one word with the
three.
revision.
Reaffirm with changes.
With changes, with revisions? I can look back. a couple-
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And anybody seconding?
I second.
Amanda? And any other questions about that? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed or abstained? Motion carries. All right, and then the virtual reality center policy, and the agreement is it part of the
Yeah,
policy kind of?
Yeah.
So really, the policy is just that short page, and then our city attorney and we used other documents from other libraries and had our city attorney look at it initially.
and the
Oh, was the
director of administration at the time, Mark Liberta, looked at it
Right.
too.
And did any of those people look at it this time around? Okay.
No,
Should they have?
I have some nits, some recommendations, just very
Excellent.
minor.
yeah,
But yeah, so if it's something that we need to revise them, they're really minor, but instead of like on the actual waiver.
So you're on the adults one? Was there any adults in
Yeah,
there?
I think it's identical.
What page? Do you have a page number at the bottom?
Sure, 19 of 33.
Yes, okay. So page 19.
So in the underlined section in the middle where it says therefore, in addition to inclusion and exclusion of releases stated hereafter, I release Franklin Public Library, its employees or trustees, I would change that to and,
Mm.
to make it more inclusive. And mirror that in the next one on page 21. And then, so the next one is the waiver on behalf of a minor child, and I think it's
Page.
21 and 2.
Okay.
But it's just copied and pasted, and I think there could be a change or two to make it clear that the adult is signing and waiving the adult's rights and the minor's rights.
on page 22.
Yeah, so on page 22, I thought I had another one, but this is the one I just caught right now. In the second bullet at the top, it says, I understand that in order for me to participate, but that would be the minor child participating in the virtual reality center. But sorry, I was just.
Oh, that bullet at the top. I understand in order for my minor child.
Yeah, yeah.
But you have the participant name printed. No, but they're not signing. Yeah.
No,
So,
yeah, so the
under
adult
this-
signing on behalf of their child and waiving their collective
That makes
rights,
sense.
but the adult isn't participating. So I think this is just for clarity.
Yeah. So it would say, I understand that in order for my minor child to participate.
Right.
Okay.
I thought I had one more of those, but we'll just give it a quick scan.
Do you want to keep looking for a minute?
Yeah, sorry, just.
No, that's fine. Did anybody have anything else that they kind of rely on people that know what they're talking about for some of
This
it?
is pretty broad. I mean, it looks good to me. That's all I have.
Okay.
So, yeah, because I double checked with Sam about this first page, page 18. I
Yes.
wanted to make sure, okay, 13 still the age, and he looked up on Meta's
Yes.
website and said, yes, they're still
Recommending, or
recommending
that's there.
13. So that's why we.
13, you said? Yeah.
Have we ever had any issues with the
No,
city?
Do
No.
they use any VR
We're
in
on
the
it. We're on it.
schools? All the way up? I mean, do you know where it's, I'm just curious.
What was
We
your
just
question?
talked about this last
If
week.
the schools used any VR,
Oh.
and she's saying yes, but I'm wondering like where and how, just out of
Yeah.
Well, just
curiosity.
like to simulate like attending different locations,
Oh.
national parks,
Sure, okay.
things of that nature.
And do you follow the guidelines of
So I'd
Meta?
have to look in policy what board policy says.
Okay, I was just curious if you
Yeah.
knew they were using it
I don't have the
in,
top of my head
Yeah.
now.
no, okay.
But I could look in policy and.
Oh, I would,
see.
it was just
No.
a curious
Yeah.
question.
we
I don't
actually,
know.
I just remember we ran this policy by our insurer as well.
Oh,
Who
that's
said, that was
right.
like years ago. That was
Sure,
originally
well, the
2018.
original.
Mhm.
So the
And
VR,
I
yeah.
remember him saying something about he was really glad we were doing this because he had literally just done VR himself like,
Oh, like he
shortly before I sent this
experienced
to
it,
him.
like, okay.
And he said, yeah, he felt weird
Mm-hmm.
and could see how somebody could.
Oh, I
Pass
would
out.
too.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be good for me. I already,
Yeah,
I
I know,
know
right?
I can't do it.
So who started? Who made the motion?
I don't think.
I don't think we
It
have.
wasn't
we
made
have
yet.
it.
We're still
Anyone?
discussing.
Or are we done discussing? I feel like we are.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Did you find another one?
No.
So,
Just
well,
thinking about it.
um, I guess whether or not we move, a question about, can we make adjustments to this without running it past our city attorney, since it's a
These
waiver
are
and
pretty
release?
minor.
What is there?
I agree.
Yeah, and that would be
Yeah.
my question too. I mean,
Should we
Attorneys
table this
can-
and you can look at it a little bit longer and see if there's anything
I-
else and she can run it by the city attorney? How's that sound? I make a
I
motion to
think-
table it.
I second. Anybody, any other questions about that? Okay.
That's on
all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed or abstain?
sorry, no, I do not abstain. I am in favor.
Okay. I think either way, you might as well just see if the city attorney
Yeah.
has time, but you might want to wait till she just says.
Yeah, I
if
would
you
just
could get
ask
back.
if they need to.
Well, that's
Yeah.
true. You could just ask. Yeah. Okay.
They look minor, but lawyers get up in arms.
I know,
about
right?
these things.
If we're making changes to
So-
forms, that.
Judy would have been all over it too. So.
Yeah.
Yes. We are so glad about you. Okay. Alrighty. Yep.
Sorry.
All right. Agenda item 8. Past or upcoming council actions related to the library.
As you were present for the discussion regarding the Potts General and the possible TID creation, that got tabled until April 8th.
I did watch it.
April 8th,
online.
really?
Yep. So,
It did take them till about 10:30 to table it.
So the day after the election.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
Is it?
Sure, we'll go with that. So we will see what happens, whether or not it would get tabled again, possibly, because it may be something where whoever will, the results of the election won't be certified by the point of the
Of the meeting even.
common council. So it may be something where there will be a desire to have the newly elected members of the council be the ones to vote on that item and not have people that are leaving and walking out the door. So I could see that being an item for, and the
Right.
action that would
Right.
take as a result of it, so.
So remind me, your district, my district is up, or ward is up for reelection. What,
District 6, District 4,
who is right now?
right now Courtney Day, but she has already filed paperwork of non-candidacy of an incumbent, so there will be a new person sitting in the seat at District 4. That will be Mira Kresovic, who's running unopposed.
Oh, okay.
Yusuf Hassan in District 3
Yes.
is also running unopposed.
Oh,
And then you have the mayor, who is being challenged by Basil Ryan.
right, okay,
So.
that I knew, I just couldn't. Okay, all right, thank you. Anything else, Jason?
At present, no.
Okay,
Best of luck.
thanks,
Thank you.
yeah. All right, Amanda, agenda item 9, update on the public schools relating to the library?
Yep, nothing new other than I wanted to tell Jennifer, over the last month or so, I've had several conversations with teachers about displays and just how wonderful the library, the book displays have been and what the librarians are putting out. Just last week I had yet another one. It was about the women's materials that are out, and I just really wanted to give kudos, so.
Was that the hot flash
The-
menopause?
Yeah.
Okay, so we did that because of the hot
Yeah.
cold in the library.
In
That
the
was last
library?
week's, yeah,
Oh,
but she was like, more like, the books that were there were very informative, and she said every time I've gone, one has been gone, like, that she's looking for. But it's not just been that, it's been several over the past month, so I just wanted to
Oh,
share
thank you.
kudos, like, it's, and there was, I wish I would have written down the final item. Oh, January, whatever gear up we had where teachers were coming here, that went very well. So hoping to continue that professional development. Yeah.
Well, it's really nice to hear that, I mean, if
People are engaging.
if the teachers are commenting to her, that means they're coming to the library,
Yeah.
and I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
That was really cool. After it happened again last week, I was like, I have to say something.
Yeah, that is great. And the teachers are able, if they live out of the county, can a Franklin Public School teacher get a card for
They
this?
can, but it's for use for their
School.
classrooms.
Right, right.
So it's not
Yeah.
like they could, yeah.
Yeah, but they can
But yes,
get,
we have
yeah.
teacher, we do have
yeah,
teachers with teacher cards. We have
Gotcha.
one that I think lives in Racine.
yeah,
And
that
teaches
was
up
my
there.
thought, that maybe, okay, wonderful. Well, thank you, Amanda.
Yeah.
I do not have a report this month. So that was agenda item 10, so we'll move right on to the library director's report. I thought I did have something to say. Wow. Okay.
Okay, so I've actually been using Blake Weeding quite a bit lately because we had a one of our library assistants has an issue, and
Right. Needed-
so it's very nice to have somebody in that position because we didn't for like what
Since
couple
December?
months.
Yeah, early December?
And it's nice having somebody with expertise in that area.
For sure.
So I just wanted to mention that. It's very nice having him. Seems really good.
Good.
Let's see, the budget timeline was announced at the meeting. The, electric bill was $1,700 less than last year, so that was good. The air chiller work is slowly finishing up. I'm really excited because I think Maria said there might have been a Freon truck outside. That made me really happy. I don't know.
I think we still use Freon.
or air, whatever that
Well.
is, not Freon.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I was gonna say.
refrigerant.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I said Freon.
Okay.
The economizer, as you read, the DPW was able to come
That
and
is
clean that
awesome.
for us and save us a
Yeah.
ton of money.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like donuts was an inadequate thank you, but they liked them.
Yes.
What's an economizer?
Okay, funny that you should ask. Not really.
No either.
Yeah. So an economizer brings in air from outside to help the unit run more efficiently. So if there's like colder air outside, it could draw on. Yeah, that's what I was told. So it uses the outside air to help regulate the temperature, and it's called an economizer because it helps.
Yeah.
Save
Make it
money.
work efficiently.
Yeah,
Save us $7,500 to
clean
Clean
that
it out.
In a
out.
cleaning, yeah.
We're not aware that it's ever been cleaned out. I guess there was a bird's nest in there and just a lot of dust.
Oh, so it's not like a filter on your furnace.
It dries. It's a big. Open
Probably has some
fan.
sort of a
Probably
grate.
John
intake.
probably knows exactly
Yeah.
what it is. It has a big and probably a grate to keep
Yeah.
some things. But birds can get in any. I swear they can flatten themselves and get in any. And it was just really dusty. And I guess there were some parts that needed to be welded, so they did a lot of welding.
Oh, okay, so there was more than
So-
just replacing a filter.
Right. No, Joe actually waited to replace the filters until that was clean because he was afraid it was going to blow so much dirt and stuff into the system. He like waited and then changed out the filters after cleaning out the economizer.
Okay, thank you.
The LED lighting, I don't know if you noticed, but it's bright over here
Yeah.
now. It all matches. It's so nice, but they're still working on the adult fiction on that drop down lights
Oh.
out there.
Okay.
It was like twilight here and then daylight over here, and now it's all daylight.
Yeah, I never noticed.
Yeah.
If I don't run into something, it's fine.
The over on the children's side, the children and adult fiction side are the next ones on their list. They're just installing drivers to make it brighter. So. Parking lot lights, yeah. I don't know. That seems to change all the time, but we're still manually turning them off and on. JCI was here doing programming, so yeah.
Thank you.
And then electronic circulation is still up. The children's area redesign, you'll see at the end of this,
Time out.
they were.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Before you get into redesign. So this hoopla thing,
Yes.
you said you've opened up a conversation with Steve Heiser that you want to increase the overdrive. Is that based on feedback you've been getting, or is that based on, I think we had kind of had conversation about starting at a certain level this year and maybe increasing
That
it?
was
or
what I,
Is that what, okay, and, all right, so overdrive is getting good use
and
and,
he agrees that
Okay.
the
Okay.
100,000 isn't.
yeah, isn't
Isn't
adequate.
adequate.
Okay. Are you still getting complaints about hoopla?
No, but we did just have somebody call to ask if we still had it, because
Oh,
I guess
okay.
they try, I mean, it's March.
Yeah.
Almost end of March,
Yeah.
but I guess
They don't
somebody.
use it often.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so going into the redesign, Sarah and Brittany toured the libraries. They have pictures at the end. They were very excited. Took lots of pictures.
Live pictures.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like
So,
going shopping and trying to figure out,
I know,
we can't do it all.
No,
right.
We don't have
No.
enough space.
that's
So-
why they're like, yeah.
So I was impressed that they, as much as possible, talked to staff, which I knew they would do, but in lieu of our conversation or Dennis's presentation today, did they discuss with any of those librarians how they funded those projects? Or was it specifically just a look at,
It was specifically
Okay.
a look at, and I could tell you, I wouldn't even go to Northern Chicago libraries and ask them how they
right?
funded it,
Right,
because they are so well funded
yeah,
that,
right.
yeah, they have so
I'm
much
sorry,
money.
who's so well funded?
Northern.
Northern.
Oh,
Yeah, the Chicago suburban libraries are very well funded. A lot of them are their own library districts. So
Right.
they're on, think of like MATC, they're on the tax bills like a separate line item. And
Yeah, I'm just wondering if, you know, what,
They're going
what
to,
some local library, not local, but you know, southeastern Wisconsin redesigns.
well, they did go to Muskego.
Right, and
And I
that one
know
wasn't
just-
a brand new,
Okay, so I know this because my husband was the director when they started the children's project,
gotcha.
and it was, the city funded it.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Was it, has their children's area been redesigned since the library was built? Or are you,
Yes.
so the
Yes.
children's area redesign was also funded by the city?
Yes, of Muskego.
Yeah.
They,
And how old was their library
Their
when the
library was-
redesign took place?
well, the redesign took place over several, it was like
Right.
a,
Multi-year?
Stages.
yeah. So it started like a couple of years after Pete left. So I'm just taking a stab. I think it was around 2019.
How old was their library building though?
It's just a little bit older than our library.
Okay,
So
all right, so about the
maybe,
same,
maybe 99, 2000,
okay,
that they actually toured, the building committee toured the Muskego Library
gotcha.
to see what they liked about the
Gotcha.
Muskego Library when
Okay.
they were building
Okay.
this building, so.
Is there anyone else in the MICLIS system who has, I guess it doesn't have to be a children's area redesign, but a major redesign project within their library?
Shorewood has, so they could go to Shorewood. Again, hard to
Yeah.
compare because Shorewood got that $5 million
Yeah, estate.
Estate.
Whatever you call that.
Yeah, they were
Memorial.
bequeathed.
Yeah. Okay.
And North Shore just opened,
Oh, yeah.
but North Shore Children's Library is just very different. I mean, it's kind of hard to compare.
Sure, sure.
It's much smaller than ours.
Right. All right, I was just hoping maybe,
Yeah.
Did they get that funding released?
I don't know.
It kind of just died off, didn't it?
Yeah, maybe they did.
okay.
The foundation wasn't at the, I went to the grand opening.
Uh-huh.
Nobody from the foundation was at the grand opening.
Okay.
So we've been organizing the storage room. We're about 75% done, just a few things left. And then if you had any questions on any of the updates?
Make sure you provide your recommended books to Andy.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Ready to
Yes.
please do, please. He needs like, what did he say, 30 to 40? Yeah, 40 titles for a good list, so.
So basically, each of us
Yep.
is encouraged to send 40 titles.
4 to
acro-
5 titles each.
4 to 5 titles across any time and genre. So it can be classic to,
So it's gonna be, library board recommended reading.
right,
kind of
right.
list.
But it doesn't have to be new releases or like,
No.
okay. I have a question about, it is on page 25 there, the one with the list. 2 points above it, Maureen discussed creating a digital form for patrons to fill out. A form for...
I'm sorry, that's part of their action plan update.
What?
The,
Oh.
Sorry, I should have put that in there.
Yeah, I
She
was
did,
like-
I just cut and pasted what she sent.
A form for...
Comment card,
Oh, a comment card. Okay, yeah, I was...
suggestions.
Suggestion, comment card. Okay, gotcha. That's
Sorry.
what that is.
Yeah, I didn't think about that one. Sometimes I look at what they write and try to like,
Right, no, I know. Okay. How's Great Decisions going?
great. It was a good decision to push it
Yes.
back a month.
Yeah.
So March,
Weather-wise, yeah.
just it's lighter out. And I've had 41 at the first one, 45 and 45.
Wow, nice.
Very nice.
So,
Okay.
and I've had high school students come.
Hey, good job. Yeah.
And they took flyers to take back to their
Nice.
other
Excellent.
co-students. Their
They
Do
get
you
credit.
know, did they tell you who specifically told them about it, or did they find out it about themselves, or were they?
We connected.
Right, I know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm wondering, is if it was
Like,
through their
almost,
instructors, their teachers there, or was it through them
I know
seeing
this
it?
girl was in AP Gov. I
Yeah.
could tell you that.
Okay.
She was in AP
through,
Gov.
through their instructors.
Okay,
The principal then released, like, after that connection was made, he ran with it.
okay. Well, thank them if you get the
Yeah,
opportunity.
I will,
That's
I will
great.
see him this week. I will
Yeah.
tell him.
Okay.
So yeah, Gracious has been going really well. And then I'm on vacation, ended this till right after Easter.
Okay.
Carrie will be going to PLA in the Twin Cities, like at the end of
Mm-hmm.
next week.
Right.
And Sam's in charge.
Woohoo! We'll come
But
challenge
I,
him.
you know, both Carrie and I are
Give him heck.
going to be easily reachable.
Okay.
I'm not going to be anywhere where I can't get communication. So.
Right. Okay.
It's not like my cabin, which sometimes was a little iffy in the past. But. And then the other thing I had is kind of keeping track, one of the sheets that you have, kind of looking at the overdues to see if we have any bump ups because we're not charging the, and it really hasn't, there
Not
really has
major.
not been any major movement. Like this month, there was like slightly less in the 2+ month
Mhm.
range, slightly more in the 1 to 2 month, you know, but
Mhm.
again, it's not been that long, so,
Right.
but
Right. Okay.
interesting.
Do we have any idea how this compares with the average of 25%?
No,
Okay. We don't have the numbers for
I
2025?
think, well, see, Sam runs it on a right now basis.
Oh,
So we can't
sure.
go back to 2025 and do the same
Okay,
comparable.
okay.
I guess what we were just wanting to make sure is that we didn't suddenly have a spike in things overdue.
Right. Right.
And it doesn't appear that we are as of right now, but it's only been 3 months. And then, is there any other questions about the monthly report?
I don't have an at a glance here. Did we do one?
I sent that out.
Late?
I brought that in. I passed it out with the other stuff. Didn't I?
In here?
I don't think I got
No.
it either. That's okay. Any highlights from Addison?
Highlights, it was pretty
Pretty
much the
normal.
same. I will send that out. I did do it. I just didn't print it.
Next month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not
Um,
making any decisions on anything. then.
Yes,
No, there's nothing.
and I do remember. Okay, anything else from you?
No.
Okay, I do remember there was one thing under that I was going to mention. I haven't heard from Annie or Terry yet. I don't know if you want to say publicly if you're going to come back for another term as a board member, or
Oh,
if
if
you
you'll
want to.
have me.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't wanna miss the children's redesign.
Someone's gotta be a secretary.
Okay, settle down.
Words came out of his mouth before I had a chance to say it.
Jason, be quiet. We don't want to lose her.
Exactly.
They've gotten pretty good at it though.
Yeah, I texted you. I had him excused on my notes.
Okay. But I send the notes, I send them to you and Maria to double check them after I
missed
did.
Yeah,
it.
well,
I missed
okay.
it. All right.
I knew you couldn't make a mistake like
And,
that.
and you, Terry, do you?
I did miss it on the
Anticipate coming back?
proofreading though.
Ah,
I just figured you're always so dependable. You must have been here.
Well, I got, I got a renewal at the state, so,
Oh, okay.
so this would be the same thing. I'm doing the same thing again, only 12 times a year instead of 6. So,
Okay.
sure.
We do have somebody who's,
We do.
yeah.
Oh, let me put it that way, is that if you get to the point where you have enough or more than enough people who are interested in it, I've been on the board a long time, so I wouldn't feel bad about, not continuing, but otherwise, sure, I'd stick with it.
We do have actually more than one person has approached us.
Mhm.
So we can have a conversation maybe
Sure.
about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want me to leave?
No.
You mean in general, or?
Terry?
No, because I think, I know we've talked about this before. I think one of the people has skills that would help the foundation possibly, and she
Yeah,
was
one would be
open
very
to
strong on the,
even
very strong on the
so-
foundation.
Oh,
Or-
fluid right now, but it's nice to have people interested in different things, so. All right, and the buildings and grounds, I'm going on to agenda item 12, the upcoming meetings. The buildings and grounds are working on, when you get back, you're gonna schedule something?
Well, no, I
Or
was wondering
something?
if you guys could schedule something while you're all together.
Sure.
If you
Okay,
After the meeting.
Yeah, after the
That's
meeting.
and then on April 27th is our next meeting. Is there anyone that now knows that they can't make it?
April
I
27th.
I thought you didn't transition until,
Second meeting in April is,
okay,
and that was the week before. So
gotcha, all righty.
committee assignments would be given
At that.
at that point, so.
Okay.
All right,
Who knows, you might have to put up with me again.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, that'll work.
all right. Annie? Do you wanna?
Oh, I'm sorry. I make a motion, we adjourn. I just
Second.
sent my book list to,
Oh, to Andy?
yeah.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed or abstained, motion carries at 7:00.